Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's Kyle from kyleshowto.com, and today I just wanted to tell you about a little thing that I have been using to make extra money. And so I know, like, I talk to a lot of people, like on Facebook and YouTube and places like that, and they're most of them like that are getting into affiliate marketing, like the beginners, like 99.999% of them are just straight up confused and don't know what to do, and like they're not making any sales, stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna just break it down, or break it to you. Well, the reason like you're not making any sales is because you're not learning the right way. You're probably on YouTube, like 99.9% of all these beginners are, and you're trying to learn like all these free methods. And I honestly, like 6-7 months, actually it's probably like 8 months ago now, like I was, when I started out, I was on YouTube too. And it's like a phase like everyone has to go through, and learning all these different techniques. There's so many of them on YouTube, it's ridiculous. And so like, the question is, well, which ones do I need to learn? And so like the thing about YouTube, the thing about like all these free methods that you're running across is they're scattered, they're not organized. You need something organized in order to actually get enough information and implement it in the right way. Because if you're just learning this random tactic and this random tactic, and you're just never going to make any sales. I know I didn't. I finally started making sales when I finally invested. It was $1,000. I had some good money back then because I still had a decent, I guess you could say 9-to-5 job. It was a 7 to 7, so it was a 12-hour instead of an 8-hour. But anyways, I know a lot of you guys, I talk to you, and your number one biggest problem is you don't have the money to invest in those courses. And those courses are necessary to be able to learn all the tactics in the right way. It's kind of like if you go to college to be a doctor and you expect to learn the same thing on YouTube for free. It's just not gonna work out that well. So I do have some good news for you though. If you don't have any money, one thing you can do is you can learn a trade, which is what I did. It's what I'm doing right now. Now I make handfuls of sales every month, but it's not near enough to support a full-time income. So I have to get money another way, because the job that I did have that was like decent, like the oil field and stuff crashed, and so that's gone, and all there is right now is like really crappy jobs that don't pay anything. And so what I finally decided to do was to learn a trade, and that trade was web design. Now, you might be thinking, web design, that's hard. I used to code websites. I learned to code because I thought you had to know how to code to build websites. And I did build a few websites like that, but I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to. I'm sure you've heard of WordPress. WordPress is the number one content management system out there. It's very easy to learn. Now, I will admit, when you're first starting to get into WordPress, it is a little bit daunting. It is a little bit hard, but once you figure it out and start learning how to implement these plugins and stuff, it's all downhill from that. So like the basic thing that I'm trying to tell you is, if you're broke and you don't have money, you need to learn a trade of some kind. It could be web design, it could be Photoshop, it could be writing blog articles for people. You can find these jobs like on Fiverr, on Upwork. What I'm doing is I'm going around in my local town, because like no one does this, they're all online. And so there's these businesses and they don't have websites and stuff like that. And so like I'm offering to build them for them. And right now, like I'm doing them at a really good price, way cheaper than like the official web designers. So like, they have no problem taking me up on the offer, even though I don't really have much experience. But I have, you want to build a few websites or whatever trade you decide to do. You want to have some work done so you can show them. That way they'll be more confident in you. So that's a way, that is probably the way to do it. Like if you don't have any money and you're broke, you need to learn a trade. If you can, get a job, but that job might not pay you near enough to invest in the necessary courses that you need to take. Because honestly, I'll just be straight up with you, I've taken several courses before it finally snapped into place, like what I was doing wrong and stuff. So like everyone's a little bit different, the course that worked out for me might not work out for you. Everyone's different. And to be honest, with affiliate marketing or any kind of like business thing, there's no like course out there that's just going to teach you and you're going to be able to follow step by step, and it's going to work out the first time. Now, while you do need a step-by-step system, it may take you several courses before you finally catch on to like what you actually need to be doing. I can honestly say like focus, because when I was first new to affiliate marketing, I was like learning all these free methods on YouTube. A lot of them were the old way of doing it, which don't work anymore, like spamming links and doing stuff like that. But the biggest problem is I was like spread too thin. I was doing stuff on Pinterest, I was doing stuff on YouTube, I was doing stuff on Facebook, stuff like that. And like that means like you can't devote enough time to one traffic method. You can get these traffic methods to work. Honestly, Facebook's probably the best one. But you have to focus on that one traffic method. And then once you get that rolling, you can step off onto the other one. I'm sure you've heard this many times, but like I said, you need a good quality course to learn things like copywriting, how to build proper sales funnels and stuff like that. I don't think there's a one fix-or-all solution to it. Like, you're going to have to invest several $1,000s into this. And it's just part of it, like if you're going to college to be a doctor, you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and, like student loans and all that good stuff. And then, you're only making like 100 and some grand a year. But it would be the equivalent, like saying like you can just go on YouTube and learn, professional marketing just off of YouTube. You can, it's going to take you a lot longer, but it's like saying, well, I want to be a doctor or a nurse, but I'm going to learn it on YouTube for free. It's just not really going to work out too well for you. So you definitely do need a high quality course, but I'm just giving you a way that you can afford it if you can't afford it, and that's to learn a trade. So that is the main thing of this video today. I'm not trying to pitch you on anything. I'm just telling you, what are you good at? Go out there, learn it, or you can pick up something new. Honestly, I didn't like the idea of WordPress 6 months ago, but I picked it up like literally a month ago, and I'm already building websites for clients, already making money off of that. So I'm well on my way out of that little trench that I was in, and I'm fixing to invest in another course that has a really good offer to promote. So, I mean, that's just what you have to do, you got to find, don't, like, it's like in Rich Dad Poor Dad, if you've ever read it, don't say I can't afford it, say how can I afford it? And that was my answer to that question. How can I afford it? Well, I'm going to learn a trade that makes like good money, and it's, fairly easy to, learn. By the way, I use Elementor with WordPress. It's super easy. Check it out on YouTube. You can learn it in like a month or two, no problem. It just depends where you're at technologically. But with all that said, the main thing is, learn a trade so you can invest money into a high quality course, because that will get you off your feet much faster. Otherwise, if you're on YouTube, just learn all these free ways. It can take you 3 to 5 years. It's going to take you a long time because you're going to be really confused. So that is all for the video today. I'm going to be making some cool quizzes and stuff in the future, so definitely check those out if you want to. And also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I'll be coming out with videos like this more often and with helpful tips, blah, blah, blah. And also, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in the next video. I'll have more value for you. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.